Alright, I'll brush my hair, I'll put my dressing gown on, but that's the best you're getting out of me. I'm not getting dressed for this. You know, actually, you're kind of lucky I'm in this dressing gown. The last time I did a video in these colours, I got in trouble for it. But that's another story for when I don't work there anymore. And if anyone asks, none of you know where I work. So, another channel update. And the lighting's going to be terrible throughout, but you're just going to have to deal with that. First of all, I want to start this off with a sentiment that I'll probably be repeating in my next two uploads, because I did actually film two videos very soon after the last channel update and just never felt like editing them. So I'll probably get around to editing those and uploading those, and I'll probably repeat myself in that instance. But first of all, I want to say thank you guys for the outpouring of support on my previous video, my previous channel update. I made that video because I knew people would care about knowing what was going on, and what I kind of didn't realize was how many people would then show their support. Not excessive amounts of people, maybe even just the subscribers I already know I can rely on, but it felt really good that like no one missed and everybody got in contact and reached out. Especially the people who have messaged me in the last couple of weeks, like after that video, like, you know, to check up on me after that. I really do appreciate that. If you've messaged me about figure news or anything like that, I probably haven't really bothered to read that message. Like, I probably haven't bothered to respond to that. That's just because I'm really disconnected right now, and I'm not really, I haven't been very interested. So there's a lot of things I can't really be bothered dealing with right now. So messages like that count. But, you know, to the people like Norse King Jedi, Phil NWA, Philip Eccles, DC Comics Collector, Reslo Pro, you know, all the people that have reached out and messaged me just to check up on how I'm doing now, I really do appreciate that. If there's one thing that's been a good thing about this entire situation, is that I've realized how much support is out there for me and how many people are there for me after all, even if it's just people I met over the internet, you know. And we've, you know, also like AJWF and people like that. Hopefully I've not missed anyone out there, but also a special shout out to Wendy Billy Figs for keeping an eye on my channel and my subscriber count. The bots found my channel again recently, so I'm actually very close to 1,000 subscribers finally, and I can't even enjoy it. Like, I do not even care. And the road to 1,000 subs the road to 1,000 subs campaign just didn't happen. You know, I kept forgetting to start it, and now it's over, like, more or less, and there was no videos. But that's the way it goes when stuff like this happens, I suppose. I said in that video that the channel was probably either going to sink or swim with the whole thing I've been going through. It was either going to be the perfect distraction or something that I could not bear thinking about. And unfortunately, as you guys might have guessed, we went down the second route there. I think it's just because Jess was so supportive of everything I did, but, you know, she used to listen to me rattling on about whatever figs I was going on about. She had no interest in the world, but she'd always listen because you know, she knew it was important to me, and she knew I wanted to talk about it, so she'd listen, and I'd talk about what I wanted to do with the channel and what I wanted to do in animations and just everything. And we'd go on trips and we'd go toy hunting, and I have loads of like toy hunt and travel vlog videos that will probably never see the light of day now, which is a shame because I was really looking forward to getting around to making those at some stage. You never know, mate. We'll see what happens down the line, but right now I can't bear the thought of looking and seeing what we've even got there. And I think just that amount of support, like, I'm so disconnected from the figures right now. You know, we've had so many things recently come out that I've been waiting all year for, and I haven't even been able to get excited about them coming out, really. Like, one video I never got around to doing was me putting a shelving unit in my room for to store my figures, and it's behind my door. And basically now I get up to go to work, I walk straight past it. I come in on an evening, I walk straight past it. There's piles of figures all around the room. There's piles of figures directly across from my bed, and I just look straight past it all. I don't even want to think about it. I don't want to look at it. There's like an intentional like aversion to it in there somewhere. Like, there is a real disconnect there, and I've really just not been particularly interested. And I think at the end of the day, it was never going to stop me from working on music. It's stuff like this which is what made me start making music in the first place, or start writing it anyway. So that was never going to go. I don't think that's ever going to be ruined by an outside source. Um, and I think a lot of my other projects and hobbies have kind of already stayed the course. They've already gone by the wayside. Like HeroClix, for example, like that was long dead anyway. Like tabletop gaming in general, I think has just come to an end for me, more or less. I'll probably always have like a bit of an interest in it, but I'm kind of done with that now. Or at least that's how I feel at the moment, anyway. But the figures she was so supportive of, and she was such a big part of, outside of the channel itself, that I think it's took a really big hit because of it, and it's completely understandable. It's completely natural, and it probably will come round. And I was trying to start filming again around when this all happened, and I still want to. But obviously, when stuff like this happens, hobbies that you weren't massively reliable with in the first place aren't really a big priority, which is a shame because I've been wasting so much time just sitting around. And I'm not beating myself up about that because I can accept that I need that time to recuperate and whatnot. But it would have been good if I could have used that time to film stuff. And I am trying to get back into the figure thing, but it's half just not quite being there yet, and it's half the fact that my memory is terrible. I used to complain earlier in the year that I had this brain fog that just stopped me from doing things, and it is back with a vengeance now. And I will literally just sit there thinking I should get up and do something, and I'll sit there thinking I want to start making figure stuff again, but I will not do it. I will not remember that that's what I want to do in that moment. And the only thing I'd really say I am doing is music, and we've got all these notes written down and shit, but even then I have not spent a lot of time working on my music. I've not even been watching my like comfort TV shows. I'm a man that's watched It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia 3 times straight through on the bounce, but I can't watch it anymore because I just don't feel like it. If I think I'm going to put something on, I will struggle to think of what. But this past week I've been playing video games. I still can't just put a game on and be like, right, you're going to play this, because I'll just load up the game and then turn it off again anyway. But I can say, right, tonight we're going to go on The Division with Danny, and that's the evening. We won't spend all night on it, but like, it gives me something to do in those few hours and something that I do enjoy. And I've probably not done as much reading as I should have done, because I found that very quickly was a good distraction. But I've not even been able to watch TV. I've watched through the first series of Yu-Gi-Oh! I've watched through Friends, and now I'm watching through The Office, which the US version, which I've never really watched. So, it's kind of like background noise, like white noise TV. But even the stuff I would usually use as background noise, I've not been able to get through. I think I've watched most of Peep Show now, but I think I did skip parts of it. But I think, yeah, I have watched like the majority of it. But it's really just thrown everything out of whack at the end of the day, and that's why there's not been any videos coming out. It's not important. My friend Anth, who's also been a very, very, very important piece in keeping me together. Not that you aren't as well, John, if you're watching. But we've just had a lot more one-on-one conversations, I think, about this. And Anth said to me that I need to take my time with this. He said this right from the start. He said, just take your time with it. And I don't think even now I fully accept the wiseness of those words, because I have been trying to rush into moving on and trying to move on to the next phase and start doing other things and grab that agency in my life and try and make things happen. And eventually I realized I need to not take agency right now. I need to just let myself feel the way I am and then see what happens after that. And there's a depth in the simplicity of the words "just take your time with it" that still hasn't quite sunk in. I don't think, because, say, even now I'm thinking, what's going to happen? What are we going to do? Where are we going to be? And all this. And really, what I need is to just accept that this is a bad period in my life. I don't need to do anything. And I mean, it would be nice if I could at least use this time, all this free time where I'm just sat around doing nothing, to play video games and watch TV shows and films and stuff that I've just not been, all the stuff I've legendarily needed to catch up on. It would be great to put that stuff, put that time to productive use in that way. But if that's not what I want to do on a given day, that's not what I need to do. And I just need to remember that things are going to continue to suck for a while. And that's okay. That can't be helped. And I need to just let myself feel the way I do. Because I keep telling myself that every time I feel like I'm getting better, then something makes me realize I'm not. But that's because I wasn't in the first place. I wasn't at all. It's just wishful thinking. And I need to take my time to get to a point where I really do feel better. And I'm not really sure what the point of this video was, apart from just to update you guys. So I think that's more or less everything I really needed to say. We do have 2 videos that'll be, hopefully coming along sometime soon. Part of the point of this video is to try and get myself back into things. I have thought about maybe doing a Twitch live stream, just a bit of a chat. See if, the subscribers come along and just sort of chat and can get back into it that way. Yeah. We're just going to have to see what happens, guys. And hopefully it's all going to be okay. Because I think I spent too much time on the channel, even though I still wasted most of the time. I'd wake up and I wouldn't think, oh, I should work on some music today. I'd wake up and think, I should make a video today. And I don't think that's the way I needed to look at things. But, I really did enjoy it. And it would be nice to have that enjoyment again, especially when I've sank so much money into this hobby by this point. So hopefully it's all going to turn around in the next couple of weeks. Because another thing as well is I like doing channel stuff at Christmas. It doesn't have to be relating to Christmas, but there's a nostalgia around the winter period that makes those videos feel like it enhances the experience a bit for me. So it would be nice to reclaim that before Christmas, which is just something I'm not looking forward to anyway. It's not going to be the best Christmas of my life this year. But I think that's everything. And if I've missed anything out, I can obviously just put it in another video. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for being there as well. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. So if you haven't seen, yeah, shit.